Gladys, are you ready? Cool. Let's welcome Gladys to the floor, please.
Okay, so with volunteering, a lot of people think they have a perception that it's to help others and that there's no benefits to the person that's actually volunteering. Many people think that volunteering is time consuming, and a lot of people, are too busy nowadays to do that. A lot of people think that it's also, by giving back, it requires not just time, but also money, which a lot of people don't, some people might think that, like giving money is like too much or whatever, they just don't have it. There's ways that it actually will help you and will benefit you. There's social and relationship skills, which just means that you're able to meet new people and you're just make new friends. There's a lot of things that you can do depending on your interest, whether it's to volunteer at the beach, if it's something that you like being outdoors, you can just meet new people, and if it's something that you like, if you like jogging, you met somebody to jog with, or it's just about building just your social skills. It's also about building experience and knowledge. A lot of people aren't aware. Even when they come to school, they don't know what they want to do as far as career. If you volunteer at a hospital and you think that you may want to be a nurse, you can always go volunteer just to check it out and see if it's something that if it is something that you want to do. It just gives you like an idea of like what it is that interests you without a commitment, without like a job, like where you have to show up every day and all that. So I think that it's something that benefits, especially if you're not sure, and just to help you pick what's right for you. It's also fun and fulfilling. When you volunteer, I think it makes it more fun when it's something that you're interested in. Like I said, if it's something where you like building stuff, and you can always volunteer in different ways, by building homes for homeless, and there's just different things that you can do. There's actually a study that shows that volunteering actually makes people healthier and happier because they feel better, and it's actually a stress reliever. The need for volunteers is high. From 2002 to 2015, the amount of volunteers has decreased. The other picture here just kind of shows you or gives you an idea of what kinds of people are volunteering based on gender, status, or just age. These are the different ways to volunteer. Like I said, if you have a passion for teaching and you have the skills, you can just volunteer to tutor people, or just to volunteer to help others at an after-school program, Boys and Girls Club, just stuff like that. You can always do that. If you're more a person that likes the environment, you can do cleanups. Like I said, at the beaches, they have, I know like when I volunteer for my church, we have different areas of San Diego, mainly in City Heights because that's where they need it, but we go to people's yards and we just kind of help them clean up if they're unable to. If you love building and putting stuff together, like I said, you can also build homes. And then even if you don't have any skill at all and you just simply have compassion for others, you're perfect to volunteer. So imagine a world where we're willing to help and love one another and just be united as one. We would be happier and healthier, less stressed, and all of those things. I think it's something that we would all want, and in order to have that, it's something that we all have to do our part in and not just watch from the sidelines. Here's a short video that kind of just talks about how volunteering started and just different organizations where you can volunteer.
What you can do for your country. Everybody enjoy all that. Next is reading is fundamental.
Hit escape. Close that window. Escape button on the keyboard. Close the window. X. Close the window. Upper right hand
No,
finger.
but it was stopped by accident.
Oh, I thought you were trying to stop it. I apologize.
Whoops.
So the question is, what are you waiting for? There's a website that's actually volunteermatch.org. It just kind of helps you just to see what your interests are, and it kind of links you up with different organizations on where to volunteer to get you started. And that's it.
Sorry, I thought I was getting looked at like, how do I stop this video? I'm trying to stop
No,
this
I was
video.
trying to tell her, and then I think it just kind of, she accidentally just stopped it. I think she thought I was trying to, yeah, stop
Feedback,
it.
feedback questions. Don't play with the computer. Feedback questions. We'll take care of that later. No one's got anything. All right, why do we need to volunteer?
Volunteering is just something obviously to make a difference and to help others, but also to help benefit for yourself.
Okay, so when your need was, was more like, we need to help people?
Yeah,
So we
help
get a lot
people, and
higher
then there's
section.
also
I
a
just didn't hear a lot in the
decrease.
needs section, so I'm just trying to get some clarification.
There was
on the needs
there's a
section.
decrease in volunteers, so a lot of people obviously aren't volunteering, whether because they think that it's only those big main organizations that they can, but there's a bunch of others that they can just jump into
Did you
and
mention that in
volunteer.
your speech? That there's a dearth of volunteers and we're short?
There was a graph that I showed that there was a decrease, and I said it.
Okay. Thank you.
So other than the big like organizations volunteering and like deterring people from actually doing it, like yeah, was there anything else like? Was there any reasons as to why, other reasons as to why people weren't doing it? Like, I can tell you right now, like, I've helped my cousin with her softball team.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just little things. Like, are people just not wanting to volunteer, or is there like a reason?
I mean, I
behind
think
it?
a lot of people, like I said, I feel like they have a perception of it takes a lot of time to do it, and you have to put in so many hours to do it. But you can just go to like a organization, just volunteer like once a week. And it doesn't have to be a certain amount of hours. It could be 1 hour. It's whatever it is that you can do, basically.
Where can you go? Is it just like to our school or something? Like,
Well,
I don't think
there's
the
a lot
school has
of
fun.
there's a lot of places, but on that website, like I said, it gives you a list, and it's all based on what your interests are. So, and it gives you a list of places.
So if you just want to help your neighbors or something, there would be such a thing, right? Just to like help your neighborhood.
It could be, yeah. There's
Could
some
be.
where you can just help your neighborhood, but of course there's organizations that are tied to it. You don't just go knock at your neighbor, like, can I help you? Like, you have to kind of go to an organization that does it.
Don't even. I've never found.
Go to Craigslist. Go to Craigslist. Craigslist events. You know, they've got all kinds of-
Like where to volunteer.
I know, right?
I volunteered at a hospital,
Mhm.
and right after that I got hired.
Mhm.
And where to go, every hospital have their volunteer department, so you can call them or go in there and then tell them you want to volunteer, and they can get you in.
But that's like working with sick people.
Well, let's take that up, you guys, again,
Yeah.
let's take this up offline. Great questions, but they're very specific, and they're very much
Yeah.
about you, so for the sake of time, if there's any more feedback for Gladys' speech, now's the time. Okay, thank you, Gladys. Sebastian, away from, start clapping, buddy.
Most retail jobs have volunteers.
That is